Well, hello there. It's the top of the hour, and so we need to begin. We need to get ready for our class, and I want to welcome those of you that are joining us right now. Prophet Troy, it's just so good to see you right here with us, and all those of you that are joining us right now. I'm just making sure that we are on real time with our comments. I want to just welcome every one of you. I see all of you, and it is just so good to see every one of you. And I believe that we're going to have a great class today. Thank you, Mavis. Good to see you. Natasha, Bobby, Marilyn, Karen. And Jennifer Jeffers, just about Amor Mazo. I think this is someone new that's with us there on the School of Wisdom. Um, uh, oh, from the Philippines. So good to have you here with us there. I want to say welcome to every one of you. And like what we did yesterday, I'd love you to do that. Pick somebody that you did not pick yesterday, and I want you to be able to tell them it's just so good to see you in class today. Can you do that? Jacqueline Jean Brown is joining us at 10 o'clock. Our brother in the Philippines is joining early in the morning. In the Philippines, it's I think it's 5 o'clock in the morning in the Philippines, either 5 or 6 o'clock there in the Philippines. Gladys, I trust that your doctor's visit went well. And you would know why when you listen to the program tomorrow, the Lord willing there. Oh, Sham Cap, she's coming up to Miami, and I was just about to say, Shams, it's just so good to see you so consistent now, and I appreciate that so much about you. I really do. And I want to thank you so very much there. I am just so proud of you. And Barbara Donnerstog is welcoming Amor Mazo. And I know you are new. This is a school, it's a class, School of Wisdom. Amor, it's open to anybody. It's a free school, and people are learning a lot about wisdom. How many of you are enjoying the journey? Come on, man. How many of you are? Troy, I'm still waiting on you. My eyes are on you to be able to take classes sometime. You really need some help, man. You really need some help with all of the things that you are doing, the children, and so on there. And you're welcome, Amo. What I want us to do, I love to validate people. I love to commend people. I usually have to find something to commend people about, and it's a good thing to cultivate. It keeps you from being negative. Now, all of this principles from the school of wisdom. Because you see, folks, what you focus on is what you're going to be enthralled with. It's what's going to occupy your thoughts. It's what's going to always pull you in that direction. Have you ever noticed? Come on, I want us to talk here, please. Have you ever noticed that when you buy a certain vehicle that you never, used to take on, but the moment you buy a certain vehicle, all of a sudden you just start to see them on the road. Now they were there all the time, but because of your interest in that vehicle that you bought, all of a sudden, you just said, wow, look at all of those EV9s. Come on. Isn't that the truth? I want some of you to tell me, or you wear a certain brand of bag, of shoes, and you just keep looking at people's feet. So every time you see one, that's one of yours, you just it just appears to you there. So I want to ask you. I want to ask you people, Valenzuela, Kathy, also in the Philippines, we want to say welcome, welcome to you. So it's what, you know why, you have a joke for me? Um, and so on about, so I was in the line somewhere, I'm reading this from there, and the sales rep was so mean. Oh my goodness. She treated the customers before me so badly. When I got to the front, I noticed her hair was well done. I said, oh my gosh, I love your hair. Well, that lady was so nice to me. And Shams, that's the thing. You can go based on other people's experience. Oh, I said that person is not nice. They treated me so bad. Well, you don't know how to pour honey on the, how you call it, on the vinegar. If you walk with honey and not vinegar, you're going to get some pleasant results. It's not a joke, Sham. What you are doing is just so good. And listen, doesn't the book of Proverbs talks about it? But in this case, I'm going to use a compliment, which is what you do. It says a gift in secret will pacify great anger. A gift in secret. Somebody is angry with you. Put a couple $100 in their hands and say, all of a sudden, they just calm down. Come on. Hello, hello, hello. The Bible talks about it. So somebody might be angry, and nasty to other people. You can turn their attitude around people by becoming nice to them. And I want to encourage you all. I want to let me see that a person received for the month. Yeah, that's right. That's just so true. I want to encourage you all there. Brenda, you're always present. So if you are late for a moment, that's okay. So this is what I'm saying to you. Don't go based on other people's experience as it relates to, somebody that's in a business owner. Oh, that lady isn't nice there. I'm not going back. And somebody might go there and have, I mean, just such a different experience, because it has to do with your approach, how you approach the person. And I think, the Bible talks about, um, and I'm paraphrasing that also, and wisdom gives us the ability to be able to calm people down, to be able to pacify the anger of certain individuals. And this is what wisdom wants to grant to us. This is why we are in this class, for us to become better individuals in our department, in the way that we treat people. We can become so, so much better. Let me just put this here so we get quality audio. I don't know if you know the difference, but I love to be able to use the mic and not the mic um, from the iPad there. So, having said this, there's someone that I want to commend here in this school, and they take this school very, very seriously. They are our record keeper of our attendance, all of you, and they go on all three platforms: my personal page, YouTube, and the ministry page, to see who is there. And you know what happens? She documents those that were missing, and guess what? She contacts them. She contacts them to find out, if everything is okay. Um, uh, because thank you, NG Grell, that you're hearing the difference. Yeah, we're using the mic there. And, I am just really, and as a matter of fact, she sent me the top list of the most faithful attendees there. And that is N.G. Grell. She even contacted Prophet Troy and said, we haven't seen you. We miss you. I don't know who else she has contacted. And she has taken that upon herself to be able to. I love people like that, people that can take the initiative and not always having to wait for somebody to ask them to do something. And so, can we put up some hearts and likes there for NG Grell? Let's just put it up there. And some of you don't even know that, but she's been having some challenges, serious challenges with her job. She hasn't been working for a long time because of some situation in her job, but you will not hear her complaining. And NG Grell, I just wanted to be able to just recognize you. I'm not on a recognition thing. We did this before, but you do an amazing job. And I wanted the folks to know there. I mean, you have people like that in your ministry, and you're going to get to places because they cover where you cannot. Because I don't have the time, people, to call folks there. Sometimes I would, but it is time consuming, and I've got so much on my hands for me to be able to do. So by NG Grell, I'm taking the lead and doing that, marking you down, because The time is coming when I am just going to reward some people, and you can never tell what that reward might be. I'm a generous person. I'm not going to give you a candy. I'm going to give you something of substance, something of value. Yeah, Foster Camille, you all had met there at the conference there. And so, again, congratulations, NG Grell. Thank you for making my job so much easier. And when that time comes, and like I said, never know what I'm going to reward you with, but I will. I will. So just be faithful, be prompt, be always in attendance. And I want to thank all of you for just taking this thing very seriously, people. And the thing I would say, and I mean, even my wife said that on the program this morning, because sometimes um, she says to me, and I know it's because she's looking out for me, but this woman knows how committed I am, people. When I put my mind on something, when I put my hand on something, I don't give it up like that there. And even she was saying that, saying, honey, you don't have to do the school of wisdom all the time. It was 5 days a week. How many of you remember that? And it was my wife who came to me and, told me, you don't have to do that 5 days a week. And people, I'm not too big. And I always say that to my wife there. It's not difficult to live with me. It's not. And my wife knows that. I wish she was on there so that she could tell you all. I know I get on the nerve sometimes there, but I'm not difficult to live with because I don't take on stress. You share something with me, it makes sense. I'm not this kind of a proud person that's gonna say I'm not listening to that. No, it makes sense. Then I'm going to go with it, and it made a lot of sense to have it 3 days a week, not just for myself, but for you all there. And that is working out well because it gives me 2 days off, Monday and Friday, that I could be out late, that I don't have to think that I have to get back to be able to have the school there. So, and I want you all to take it very seriously. And I know I've got a set of serious students there. Um, oh, Troy, you know it. You know it. And you know what I found out, people? What I found out was this. We're talking before we get to the devotion and the other things that I want to talk about there. I realized God took me from pastoring. He's the one who took me out from pastoring. But you know what happened? He took me from pastoring on an island and gave me a global. So it's almost like I am a global pastor. I'm a global pastor. And guess what? As a pastor, I used to teach, like twice a month, twice a week, sorry. Sunday, well, we started Sunday morning, Sunday night. We had Tuesday prayer meeting, Thursday Bible study. But, you have to be wise and cut that down because it is a lot. But I realized I am doing more work now than when I was pastoring, because I would preach on a Sunday morning, and that was basically it. We'd have prayer, but it wasn't no big thing there. But here I am, you know, and apart from what Prophet Troy does on the Saturday as a standing practice, he does Saturday, I do Sunday. But when I'm away and I can do the Sunday, then he does it. He does it for me. But Monday to Friday, because you see the program goes for an hour and something, and we are here ministering to people all that time there. So I realize is a greater work that God brought me into, because I had a closed congregation only on the island, and people would come there, and that was it. But now He has created it to be a global thing where we are reaching people all over the world. So sometimes when you think, oh, it's a demotion or what, God took you out from St. Thomas, a thriving church there, and brought you up here, but He gave me a greater mandate than what I had in St. Thomas there. You're asking, Barbara, is that the same as an evangelist, missionary? You could equate it to that there, but for me, it's more apostolic, prophetic. That's what it is for me. But for some people, it's like what you are asking about. All right, I want to read. I want to read the devotion today, and this devotion is. I want to just state from the onset, it's not me. I read one from me yesterday. I'd love to read a lot of mine, but I'm trying to get some of our folks on there. So today I have one that I want to read. And hey, Harry Anglero, good to have you. This one is called, this is a devotional from one of our students, Christina Webster. You're late. You're late, but we are still glad to see you. So this one is entitled Securing the Pumping Area. Securing the pumping area. And it's taken from Proverbs chapter 4. Hey, and we are today in Proverbs chapter 4. We are still looking at Proverbs chapter 4 because I've got a lot of stuff that I want to be able to share with you. It's taken from Proverbs chapter 4 and verse 23. You are forgiven, Christina. All right. Say so above all, guard the affections of your heart, for they affect all that you are. Pay attention to the welfare of your... I just look up and saw your comment. He says, I need that grace. I still have to do Sunday and Wednesday and prayer meetings along with Monday to Saturday. Hurry up and transfer that grace there. Well, that's why I've been sticking with you. And apart from the morning program, 3 days a week for an hour and something, I have to be doing this thing there. I'd love to have a lot of free time. Just do nothing. I don't even get to watch TV or to watch basketball and cricket and so on there. I'm committed to what I'm doing. I'm committed to you because I know that there are those of you that are very, very hungry. You are very, very, yeah, somebody was trying to call me there. You are very, very hungry for what, is being taught. And I admire that. And I want to be able to be there for you to help make you better. It's like what I said this morning. I don't want to be on this journey alone. I could, but I'm not a selfish person. I, I, I really want to, um, you know, encourage people and build people up. And I've already said this. I'm getting back to the devotion. I've said this, people. Let me just say this. Somebody wants to be helped, I'll be there for you. If you let me just respond to somebody that I told them that I am in a online class now. Let me just tell them that they're no, we'll call back. Okay, thank you, people. We'll call you back. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your understanding there. Because so many people to have to deal with there. So I was saying, and this is how this is how I operate. Somebody wants to do better. Somebody wants to be helped. I was just talking to somebody today. I was telling them, that's what I admire about you. You are quick to ask for forgiveness, that you take correction well. And when you have somebody like that, my goodness, it's easy to work with them. It's easy to pour into them when they are like that. Thank you, Prophet Troy. So let's get back to this there. So it's called Securing the Pumping Area, and it's from Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23. And this is what the person writes. Our heart is a vital part of our body. It produces a lub-dub. Is that what it is? Lub DUB sound, which is heartbeat, as it pumps blood to and through its chambers. When a paramedic gets a trauma scene, it is customary to check for a pulse. A part of their ABC checklist is airway, breathing, circulation. So you could tell that must be, hi, Colin, good to have you. That must be a medically oriented person. No pulse means that the individual is dead. The proverb today encourages us to guard the affections of our heart. Are you listening to me? Okay. Yeah. In this case, the spiritual aspect of our life, our mind, will, and inner man. Our affections can be seen as our beliefs, inclinations, our desires. It is therefore safe to say the affections of our heart are things that are most important to us, that affect our decision making in what we say, do, or even think. Securing our pumping area means creating a heart that is healthy, both spiritually and physically. We need to keep our hearts on godly thoughts, as in Philippians chapter 4 and verse 8, where it says, finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of a good report, if there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. We should be careful not to allow sinful thoughts of negativity, bitterness, rage, anger, backbiting to harbor in our hearts. If we do not take care of our physical heart, we become sick with high blood pressure, high blood sugar, high cholesterol. So to our spiritual heart, so too our spiritual heart becomes sick and draws to evil doing, which is found in Matthew chapter 12, verse 35 from the King James Version, where it says, an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. Therefore, we need to be intentional about what we allow into our heart, seeking God's wisdom in all things through prayer and love, that Christ may dwell in our hearts by faith. We need to guard our heart as it affects all that we are. A heart that pumps insufficient or no blood to the cells of the body creates a weak or dead cell. Every relationship flows from the condition of our hearts. That condition determines how we communicate or grow in those relations spiritually or physically. A heart not drawn to Christ is difficult to produce fruit or to draw men to Christ, as he becomes a replant rather than an attraction unto his maker. I don't know what is replant there, but maybe somebody can help me. And this is their prayer where it says, Heavenly Father, I pray as we go through our day, we seek your wisdom to help us in our spiritual life, becoming spiritually healthy, keeping our minds on you, for you know our heart. All right. So there you have it, people. Securing the pumping area. Well, let me ask you, what did you learn from that? Judith says that the person who wrote this is in the medical field. So we'll see. So since it's not me, and I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that because I have a lot that I want to be able to cover. Who do you think wrote this here? I want you to come on board and just tell us, because we want to give that person their kudos. This is already in the book. Let me see. All right. Miranda Harris wrote it. That's what Love F says, because she's in the medical field. Well, what about you, Love F? I didn't get any from you, Love F, did I? I'm not too sure. You have to let me know. Barbara says it's Brenda. Brenda says it's Connie. Joseph Angle says it's Judith Joseph. Teddy Meyer says it's Colin. Judith Joseph says Katina. I don't know why you would waste your time and think Katina. Katina ain't right, not one. Not one. Um, uh, Foster Camille says, I don't know, but it was excellent. Karen Winston says it's Elsie Murray. Catherine Olivache Thomas says N.G. Grell wrote it. Oh, Love F, you did send in all yours. My bad, Love F. I'll have to go back and check it. I'm sorry. I repent, Love F. I repent. Mavis says that's awesome. Linda says it's Connie. Natasha says it's Connie. I'm giving you 20 more seconds to declare who you think wrote it. Gladys says it's Augustina. Mary Joseph says it's it's Sherry. And they're picking these people from the medical realm there. Karen says it's Athenia. She says it's Judith because Judith is in the medical field there. Sham Caps, you still in St. Thomas, Sham Caps? You ain't move, take off yet? Yeah, you better get yours there. Okay? All right. So let me tell you, because I've got to go ahead. Shannon, what happened? You had your students, I guess. You couldn't be there from the beginning. All right, people. Only one person got it right. And Utilda, it's not Prophet Troy. Only one person got it right. Maybe it's not Shannon. Or you're still on the ground there. All right, not Sister Marcia. And only one person got it right. And Catherine Olivache, did she tell you she wrote that? Were you there when she was writing it? I want to know, because you got it right. N.G. Grell is just being featured today. It was N.G. Grell who wrote this thing, and yes, she is from the medical field there. So let's put our hands together for N.G. Grell. It was perfectly written. It was very good. So we did. Oh, your garage door stopped working. If I was there, I would fix your garage door for you, my daughter. I fix those things. I mean, some of you don't know that, but I fix a lot of stuff there. So let's just congratulate Ria and tell her thank you, good job, well done. All right, okay. Now I need to go. We are going back, people, into we're going back to Proverbs chapter 4, and I need your attention on that there, because we want to be able to cover a lot of stuff today. But just before we go, yesterday we dealt with verses. We dealt with verse 1. If you have your Bible before you, just scroll right across to chapter 5 and verse 1. Chapter 5 and verse 1. And Solomon is saying the same thing again. Look at it if you have another device, or if you have your Bible next to you. Listen, verse 1 of chapter 5, it says, listen to me, my son, for I know what I'm talking about. Listen carefully to my advice, so that wisdom and discernment will enter your heart. And then the words you speak will express what you've learned. Go back to chapter 4 and verse 1. Listen to my correction, my sons, for I speak to you as a father. Let discernment enter your heart, and you will grow wise with the understanding that I impart. And so, folks, back to back, Solomon is saying, let discernment enter your heart. We spent a lot of time on that yesterday, so we are not going to spend time on it today. I might just recap a little bit. But what I want to share with you are the 10 benefits or rewards of wisdom. The 10 benefits that I picked up there from chapter 4 of wisdom. So let me just say that to you. If you are going after wisdom, you are going to reap these benefits. You hear what I'm saying? If you are on that journey with wisdom, these are the benefits that she promises you. And that's what I want you all to do, not just come on the class and just listening to me. I want you to be able to do your own study in wisdom in the book of Proverbs. Find out what's the recurring theme of that chapter. You know, in chapter 5, talks about the dangers of promiscuity. Chapter 26 speaks about the fool. You see those words appearing. They keep appearing. You would see that there. So that's what I want you to be able to do when you are going through the book of Proverbs there. You pick out what is it that he's saying about. What's the prevailing theme here in this book there? And you'll be able to pick up a lot of stuff. So let me see if I could get quickly to the 10 benefits or rewards of wisdom. You know what? I would have loved if I thought of it before, but I need to do it. I would have given it to you as a homework to see how many of you would be able to pick up there at least. So I could put it in such a way. I want you to be able to come up with at least 10 benefits of wisdom. All right, let's go with them. Some of you can even be posting it as we are going there, or those that you have come across. So these are those that I was able to glean from them there. Number 1, verse 1. What's can anybody come on board? Post it there for me there. Verse 1 of chapter 4. What's the benefit there? Come on, I want you. I need you all to be posting that. Because I'm giving you the verse. No, Karen. That is for somewhere else. You're posting some of the things you came. But I'm concentrating on verse 1 right now. So what's the benefit there? people. Okay, we hear you, Brenda. Uh, I'm waiting. I'm looking. I'm also hard to listen. Yeah, but it is spelled out there. Uh, yeah, I know it's talking about discernment, but here's what it's saying, that discernment is on the outside, waiting to come on the inside in order to produce that benefit. So you understand what I mean there. So you eat an apple. The apple is not the benefit; it's what it produces. Thank you, Utilda. Grow wise. So the number one benefit there in verse 1 is that you will grow wise. Now, do you see it? Do you see it there? Okay. You will what? We are picking out. We are picking out the benefit, and the one that stands out there is you will grow wise. But it's not, hear me please. You are going to grow wise. Growing wise is going to be as a result of opening up to discernment. You will grow what? Wise. You'll grow wise. You're going to become sharp. So that's number one. Number two benefit of wisdom is found in verse 4. Anybody sees it? Verse 4. Look at verse 4 with me. What do you see? Thanks, Connie, for putting that. Number 2. We have number 1. You will grow. Hey, Barbara Donner's song. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. So, what benefit are you going to receive when you go on the journey with wisdom? The benefit is that you will be able to reign in life. I'm not saying some of you participating here, for the amount of people that we have on there, and I'm saying 45. I'm not seeing the response and the interaction. Remember, you were in school, and Utilda has it again. You will reign in life. In essence, let me say this to you: you will dominate and not be dominated. Okay? You are not going to become a prey. You're going to reign. You're going to be above and not beneath, because those who reign operate at a higher level. So that's number 2. Number 3, and number 3 is twofold there. All right, somebody put number 3. And that is found in verse 6. Do you see verse 6 there? Okay, you're taking off now. Safe travels there. Okay. Verse 6. What is there? Okay, I see you, Barbara. You have one of the words there. Look again with verse 6. There are 2 benefits here We are looking at chapter 4, Beverly. For number number 3 is wisdom offers protection. I need you all to think, people. It's right there. Protection. She will offer you protection and also rescue you from traps that are being set for you. So wisdom says, I will protect you and I will rescue you from traps. So in verse 6, you're very sharp, Utilda. I like that. So it's protection and rescue. Okay? Because we need both of them. We need both of them. So write down the things that I'm giving to you there. Verse 8, what are the benefits that we find there in verse 8? Come on, get on with me because we've got to end that there. Anybody sees it? Verse 8. That's number 4. Let's go. Okay. I think it's being delayed. Proverbs chapter 4, look at it there. Verse 8, it is talking about promotion. There, as a matter of fact, there are 3 of them there in verse 8. Promotion, honor, and favor. Look at it there. Promotion, honor, PHF people. PHF. That's what wisdom is going to give you. And that's what chapter 4 is all about, man. The super benefits, the super rewards of having wisdom. Promotion, honor, and favor in verse 8. Because it says, wisdom will exalt you when you exalt the truth. And she will do what? She will lead you to honor and favor. So it's right there. Now go to verse 9. Verse 9. What's the benefit there? That's number 5. What's the benefit there in verse 9? Look at it. Verse 9. Okay. All right, Jennifer. I hear you. Verse 9. Here's what it says. Here's the benefit there that wisdom say that she's going to bring to us. She is going to cause us to be victorious in life's race. Victorious in life's race. There's some people that live life, but they are not victorious. And how many of you know that life is a race? If you haven't seen that movie, It's a Race. It's a Race by Johnny English. You need to go watch it. You will laugh a lot there. So she said that she's going to cause us to be what? Victorious in life's race. I want to be victorious in life's race, people. I don't want to come out last. I don't want to be lagging behind. I want to be at the front there. Okay, what's the next one? Verse 10. Verse 10. Can you see it? Come on, put it up. Verse 10 there. I'm waiting for somebody to put it up there. There's just so many benefits, but I chose 10 verses to be able to highlight them there. Um, uh, Rennie Matlock says, a crown of glory. Look at verse 10. It says, my son, if you will take the time to stop and listen to me and embrace what I say, you will live a what? There it is, people. You will live a what? A long and happy life. So long, everybody say long and happy life. That's what she says that she's going to bring to us there. And all of us on this class, we want long and happy life. I don't want a long, sad, miserable life. I want to be able to have a long and happy life. Verse 12. Come on, let's go. We got to get it to the top of the hour. What does verse 12 say? That's number 7. What does verse 12 promise us? Here's what it says. Your progress will have what? No limits when you come along with me. So in verse 12, what are we being offered by Lady Wisdom? What's the reward? What's the benefit there? Anybody? I know it's taken a little while to be able to come on there, but here's what it says there. Verse 12, that we are going, no, we're going to have unlimited progress. Hear what it says. Your progress will have what? No limits. And again, it says, when you come along with me. And then it says, you will never stumble as you walk along the way. But I'm pulling these things there. Unlimited progress there. And folks, these are things that we want, you know. These are things all of us want there. Okay, let's go to the last 3. Verse 18. Verse 18. What does it say? It says, but the lovers of God walk on the highway of light, and their way shines brighter and brighter unto the perfect day. So you know what that's going to be. Thank you, Connie, for putting them up like that there. You know what he's saying? Folks, you're going to look sharper and sharper as you walk with wisdom. It says their way shines brighter and brighter until the perfect day. My friend Bernard, God bless you, coming to the end of the class there. Brighter and brighter. So in essence, wisdom says that you're going to get better and better in life, people. You're going to get better and better. Number 9, verse 22. Oh, how many of us want this one there? Verse 22. Can you turn to that with me, please? Verse 22 says, then as you unwrap my words, they will impart true life and radiant health. Isn't that what we want, people? Oh, Joylet, I got your voicemail and I haven't responded. We've been out and so on there. So just know that I got it there. Radiant health, people. Bless you, Silfred. This is what we want. This is what people pay. I met a man whose operation costs $1 million just for him to get back his health. Hear what I'm saying? And here, wisdom is saying, I'm going to give you what? Radiant health. Now, if you follow her advice, you take her counsel, because it talks about learning to laugh, learning to forgive. Come on, people. These things are going to help you in the area of your health there. Radiant health. It's one of those that she brings there. When you are able to forgive, when you learn how to laugh in life, you're going to get radiant health. And then the last one, verse 26, I think we did very well today. Verse 26, it says, watch where you're going. Stick to the path of truth, and the road will be safe and smooth before you. We are talking about the benefits. We are talking about the rewards. So it says, watch where you are going. Stick to the path of truth, and the road will be what? Will be safe and smooth before you. Some of you are talking about the actions that we need to take, which is important. But what follows the actions when we keep them? It's the reward. It's the benefit. And verse 26 says, you will walk on a safe and smooth path. You will walk on a safe and smooth path there. That's what we want. We're on bumpy, rocky, boulder-filled roads that you just keep bouncing your toe. Wisdom says, stick to the path of truth. Watch where you are going, and the road will be safe and smooth before you. Well, I trust that you received something from this teaching today, from this class today. We look forward to having you tomorrow, the Lord willing, for another class in the School of Wisdom. And so until then, the Lord bless you. Have a great night, a great morning, a great evening, wherever you are watching us. I bless you. May your desire, may your drive for wisdom escalate to another degree, another level, and may you put into practice what you are hearing. And may the abundant reward and benefit of wisdom be yours there. And so God bless you, folks. See you tomorrow morning on the live, The Voice, and tomorrow evening for our School of Wisdom. You are loved. You are appreciated. God bless every one of you. And we are going to be seeing you tomorrow, the Lord willing. Until then, bye-bye. God bless you. And we are going to be seeing you then. Bye-bye.